Hey everyone, welcome to D-Tech Driver Training. If you're sitting here getting ready to take your practical driving test right here at the Service NSW St Marys hub on Mamre Road, you are in the exact right place. Take a deep breath. We've got this. Now, if you look at the official stats, the standard pass rate here hovers around 56%. That means nearly half of all drivers fail on simple, everyday mistakes, often just because they didn't know what the examiner was actually looking for, or because they are converting an overseas license and aren't used to local traps. But don't let that stress you out. Our regular students who train right here on these exact streets maintain a first-time pass rate over 90%. Let's walk through exactly what is about to happen. When you arrive, park the car cleanly in the designated driver testing area. Before you head inside, make sure you write down your registration number plate. The administration staff will verify your paperwork and check online to ensure the car is officially registered and roadworthy. Once your testing officer is ready, they'll call your name, get a few signatures, and you'll walk out to the car together. As you approach the vehicle, the officer will tell you, hop in the car, turn on the ignition, and we will check the signal lights, brake lights, and tires. Remember, the test starts the moment you meet. Before you even turn the key in the ignition, the testing officer is already grading your baseline habits using the Class C driving test marking sheet. To secure that pass, you and I need to lock down 3 major skills. First up, the exaggerated head check. Moving just your eyes will absolutely not cut it. The examiner needs to physically see your chin move completely to your shoulder every single time you turn, change lanes, or pull away from the curb. Make it obvious second. Complete hazard awareness. St. Mary's has some incredibly busy areas. You and I need to actively scan high-density commercial strips, pedestrian crosswalks, active transport interchanges, and narrow parking corridors third. Total speed compliance, especially around the notorious red light speed camera. St. Mary's blends changing speed drops with high-risk corridors where we cannot afford a single mistake. All right, adjust your mirrors, click your seatbelt, and let's jump in the car to look at the actual routes you're going to drive on test day. Let's start our drive from the St. Mary's Registry. We are turning left onto Hall Street. Now, right here at the traffic light opposite the McDonald's entering Mamre Road, I want you to watch out for pedestrians. Make absolutely sure you turn only on a green arrow or a completely clean, safe green light. If your driving test is scheduled during the school rush, 8:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m., or in the afternoon from 2 p.m. to 3:30 p.m., be on high alert as we cross near Our Lady of the Rosary Primary School. From here, there is an optional route heading along Mamre Road toward the busy Queen Street sector. Notice how the speed limit drops down to a strict 40 kilometers per hour commercial zone. You must seriously watch out for pedestrians and doors swinging open from parked cars near the St. Mary's Library and S2 Dental. This is a high-volume pedestrian area right after Chapel Street. Keep your eyes actively scanning as we pass Jester's Takeaways and the Commonwealth Bank opposite Westpac. You also need to look out around the new infrastructure near Chemist Warehouse. It gets super busy in front of Princess Nisha's kitchen and right over by the Easy Script Compounding Pharmacy. See up ahead. The St. Mary's train station and bus interchange are right next to each other, creating intense foot traffic. Plus, with the metro project underway on Phillip Street, you've got a complex pedestrian crossing and a tiny, tight roundabout to manage. Take it slow, scan constantly. Now, turning left from Phillip Street onto Glossop Street. Choose your lane carefully. This is a classic test trap because both local lanes can turn to the left, while the far right lane turns right. The testing officer is watching you like a hawk right here to see how you control the car and enter your respective target lane. Further down, the officer will tell you to turn right into Currajong Road. This is a quiet residential area where they love to test your maneuvers. Expect them to ask for a curbside stop a reverse parallel park, or a three-point turn. Keep your blind spot checks and mirror scanning fully locked into exactly what the officer asks for. Heading toward Poplar Street and onto Debrincat Avenue, we are joining busy traffic streams coming from St Mary's North Public School in Emerton. Next, we'll trek through some quieter suburbs, Jacaranda Road, Maple Road, and Magnolia Street, right near the Chifley College Dunheved campus perimeter. Come to a complete dead stop. Then, we head all the way back to Glossop Street. Then, we head all the way back to Glossop Street. The officer will ask you to turn right from Glossop Street onto the Great Western Highway. Again, choose your lane cleanly and show off good lane-changing skills. Check your center mirror, side mirror, and do a solid shoulder check to get into the left lane as soon as it's safe, because the officer will be guiding us back toward the Registry via Mamre Road. Listen to me closely here, especially if you are an overseas driver. Watch out for the red light speed camera on Mamre Road. It is incredibly sharp and accurate. Do not play with your speed here. If you speed, you will add immediate demerit points to your LS, or if you hold an overseas license, a penalty notice is going straight to your mailbox, and it's an instant test fail. From there, we are coming back down to Hull Street to conclude the journey. Now, keep in mind the St Mary's Centre uses a few different testing routes, so things might look a little different on your day. For example, the officer might take you right from Mamre Road onto Lonsdale Street. They are strictly observing how you detect and manage oncoming hazards. From there, you might turn left onto Collins Street or right onto Monfaville Street. Always watch out for another local school grid here, St Mary's South Public School. When turning right from William Street to Monfaville Street, you face another hazardous right turn leading down toward Carpenter Street. When you navigate the roundabout on Carpenter Street exiting to Marston Road, remember this rule. No left turn exit signal is required because it is a single-lane roundabout. This is completely unlike the large, multi-lane roundabouts at Forrester Road and Links Road or Forrester Road to Christie Street, where you are legally required to give a clean left signal as you exit. Continuing from Carpenter Street over to Bennett Road, Brooker Street, and Day Street, these are all quiet residential areas. This is another major hotspot where the officer loves to pick your maneuvers. You might also perform them on Glenview Street, which is wide but has more stop signs included specifically to test your compliance. Thereafter, the routes mirror each other, concluding the final leg of the test back on the Great Western Highway, Glossop Street. Phillip Street or Queen Street, before heading straight back to Service NSW via Mamre Road. Once you navigate the lanes back into the Registry, keep your focus completely locked in until the engine is turned off. Pull up the handbrake, shift into pack, and click the ignition off. Then you can celebrate. Look, you don't have to leave test day up to pure luck or nerves. At DTech, we offer a specialized St. Mary's test prep and car hire package for $200. We will pick you up from home, do a highly focused 1-hour pre-test warm-up lesson to check live traffic, run through recent road updates, and completely settle your nerves. Then, you get to take your official test using our certified dual-control vehicle, giving you total peace of mind. If you're ready to smash your practical driving exam and be 100% P-plate ready, give us a call or text at 0468 525 626 or visit dtechdrivertraining.com.au to secure your spot. Thanks for riding along with me today. Good luck on your test. And remember, DTech is the best in the West. I'll catch you at the St. Mary's station or right in the Service NSW driving test bay.